Okay, so here we'll be discussing the concept of method overloading in Java. Okay, so what we have here is a few points that we have to consider while learning or while demonstrating overloading in method overloading in Java, and then we'll see a simple example that demonstrates the following concept. Okay, so method overloading in Java helps in achieving the concept of polymorphism, right? That means we can make more, is a one particular technique to do more than one things. Okay, so it is possible in Java to have multiple methods of same name inside a class with different parameters list. Okay, so only thing that varies here is the parameter list. Such methods are called method overloading. Okay, so let's just delete this. Method overloading. Okay, and the process is called as, sorry, such methods are called overloaded methods, and the process is called method overloading. Okay, so points to remember while considering for overloading a method is the method should be in the same class. Okay, so whatever methods or the member methods which you are trying to overload, they should be inside the same class. Okay, so all the methods to be overloaded should have the same name but different and unique parameter list. Okay, that means all the methods would have the same name. Okay, whatever methods we want to parameter we want to overload, they would be having the same name, but the arguments that are passed with the parameters that we have, that would be different. The difference can either be in the type of it or in the number of it. Okay. Third point, the difference in parameters can either be in the number of parameters passed or the type of it. Yeah, same thing. And the return type of the method has no role to play in the method overloading. That means whatever the type of return type might be. Okay, so we don't consider return type while considering the method overloading. Okay, one specific type of method overloading is also called the constructor overloading, wherein we can have different constructors with different number of parameters, right? So let's see an example which demonstrates in a very simple way the concept of method overloading in Java. So what we'll try to do is we'll have a program, okay, which basically says that it's a program to get dimensions of different type of quadrilaterals. So we have a overall class called quadrilateral, and we know that even rectangles and squares are type of quadrilateral, correct? So now what we have here, you can see is we have a quadrilateral, okay, and we have four sides of it. So these are the member variables of the quadrilateral class. Then here we have this, or you have uh, initialized, we have defined three methods of same name. Here you can see I have three get dimension methods. Okay, the difference here is in the number of parameters passed in each of these methods. Okay, so in for the first method, what we can see is here with the void. So I am not returning anything. This is basically just to get the or to put the dimension of the objects. Okay, so here I have four variables. Okay, or I have four parameters. Okay, that is being passed or that are being taken from the main function. Okay, and these are being initialized using my this keyword, right? So if it is a normal quadrilateral, okay, then you can do this, right? Similarly, if I have a parallelogram or let's say rectangle, so what happens is that in parallelogram or rectangle, the thing is the opposite sides are equal, so I don't need to give four sides. Giving two sides would be enough. So here I have the same name or same method name, but here the list differs in the number of parameters. Here I am passing only two parameters. Okay, and then since the length and breadth will be same, so what I am doing is I am initializing it as side A is equal to side C, that is the length, and side B is equal to side D, that is the breadth. Okay, and third is let's say a square wherein all sides are equal. So here I am taking only a single variable called side. Okay, so I'll be passing only one single variable here, and then you can see, yeah. So this is what my parameter. This is what my class looks like. Okay, so here I have three overloaded methods. Okay, and then I have one simple method to calculate the perimeter. Okay, so no matter what, whichever type of quadrilateral we make, okay, the perimeter formula remains the same. Okay, then let's come to the main method. So what I am doing here is obviously some things, basically I be declaring a scanner class and all. So now I here these are the four variables that I'm taking, right? So what I'm doing is just I'll be using the I'll be trying to creating a menu using the switch keys. Okay, so yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So I am just giving a menu here. Yeah, so yeah, so that's why. So if it is case one, then I'll say it's a quadrilateral. If it's a case two, then it's a rectangle, and if it's a case three, I'll say it's a square. So you can also add your let's say rhombus, or you can add parallelogram also. Okay, that depends upon you. Okay, so when my object, or when my choice is that of a quadrilateral, what I am doing is I am creating an object of quadrilateral type of name quadrilateral of with small q. So here, don't get confused. Here it means that I am creating a quadrilateral with or possibly different sides, okay, or different length of sides. Okay, so then I am taking this four variables, which is a b c d. So basically they are the different sides of the quadrilateral, and then I am passing that using the object name and dot operator, that is quadrilateral dot get dimension, and here I am passing this four sides, right? So what happens is that when I am doing this, or I am passing, or I am calling this method using this four, or by checking this four arguments parameter list, the first one would be called, okay, and my size would be initialized. Similarly, and then when there is case 2, what I am doing is basically I am again creating an object of say name rectangle. Again, it's a quadrilateral type of class, okay, and then here I am only reading two values because I know the length and breadth would be same. So here in the previous example, previous object, I ask from the user all four of the sides. So here I'm taking only two sides, a and b. So let's say one is the length, one is the breadth, and then I am calling the function get dimension by passing only these two values, okay, and then obviously I'm calculating the perimeter. And in the third case, it's a square, so I can only I am only reading one particular value, okay, then I am getting the square and not get dimension to check the, or to put the dimension, and then I'll be calculating the parameter. Okay, so this is what our program looks like. So in now we'll see the demonstration. We'll just try to run the program, okay, and see how this works. Okay, and after this, what I would like you all to do is you have to do the same thing using constructor. Okay, that means now we have to do something called the constructor overloading. So the task is same. Now without using this particular get parameter, sorry, get dimension method, you have to you have to do the same thing using the parameter. So sorry, using the constructor. So please try that, and if you find any problem, please ask me. Okay, but please try yourself first. So now we'll see the demonstration of it. Okay, so now let's run the program. So first, let's compile it to see if there is any error in my code. Okay, so it's the command is simple: Java overloading test.java. Okay, yeah. So there is no error. So let's just run it. So now the code is Java overloading. Okay, so we don't need the extension now. Yeah. So it says, hello, please select the type of quadrilateral from the given menu. So you can have quadrilateral with unequal sides, or you can have rectangle, or you can have square. Let's go with menu 1. Okay. So now I have to enter the four sides of it. Okay, so let's say I am giving 3, 5, 4, and 2. Okay, so the perimeter is 14, is it? So just you can add the total. So perimeter is basically the length of the sides, right? So it is 5 plus 4, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, correct? Sorry, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 2, 14. Now let's run it again to check the rectangle and square. Okay, so since I have already used or checked quadrilateral, let's go for 2. So enter the length. So let's say my length is 5. Enter the breadth. My breadth is, let's say, 4. Right, so the perimeter is 18, is it? So what is the formula of perimeter of rectangle? It is 2 into bracket length plus breadth. So length plus breadth is 9. 9 into 2 is 18. So yes, it's correct. Now let's go for the third type. The third type is the square type. So let's see, press 3 from the menu, enter the side. So any one side would do. So let's say my side is 15. So what is the parameter of a square? 4 into the side, right? So 4 into 5 should be 20. Let's see what is the value is. Yeah, so it's 20. So you can see, yeah, this is being done. So try to do the same thing using the constructor overloading. Okay, so here you will be just changing the parameters of the constructor and do the modification accordingly. Okay, so that's all for this particular example.